Hello and welcome back. This is Fashion Doll Dreamer, and today we are going to look at an iconic doll from the 1980s, Day to Night Barbie. Now, some of you might know that I really love the dolls that were very emblematic of their time, that really reflected the fashions and the culture of their era, and Day to Night Barbie definitely was that. She was a symbol of that whole power dressing movement that happened in the 1980s. So yeah, let's take a look at her. Also, I have a personal history with her. She was the second last doll I got, the Caucasian one there to the left, when I was a kid, before I became a teenager, and then, moved on a bit from there, from Barbie temporarily. Of course, I came back as an adult collector, as most of us do. But I was also lucky to get the African American version, as you can see on the right there, so I've got both of them. I was trying to toss up who to debox, and I think I'm going to debox the Caucasian one, even though everyone wants me to debox the African American version, just because I've noticed that inside the Caucasian Barbie's box, a few things are loose in there, so I'm thinking I'll probably try to put them back in their rightful place, maybe put her in the box, then debox the African American doll at a later date, perhaps. But today we'll just focus on deboxing the Caucasian girl, and then I'll put her in that fabulous Arco 1985 office that I have, that you long-term viewers of my channel will probably have already seen that video. But first off, let's take a look at a few of the commercials that were around to introduce her back in 1984-85.
Here's Day to Night Barbie. Day to Night Ken sold separately.
We girls make work and lots of fun.
Right, Barbie?
Day to Night Barbie.
Neat briefcase and stuff.
We can work from 9 to 5 and then change in a sec for an evening with Ken. Secret turnaround skirt, fabulous hair, sparklers everywhere. We girls can do anything. Right, Barbie?
Day to Night Barbie doll has a change around outfit. Ken doll sold separately from Mattel.
Here's new Day to Night Barbie and Day to Night Ken. Barbie is having a busy day, but even when she's working, she still looks great.
Neat briefcase and stuff.
At the end of a hard day at work, Barbie changes for an evening out with Ken. Her turnaround skirt is just right. She looks terrific in her evening wear. Barbie and Ken make the perfect couple. Day to Night Barbie, 2 outfits in one, a briefcase and everything you see here, new from Mattel.
I love comparing the Caucasian and the African American version of the boxes, because you can see the different graphics there. But it still says the same thing. The text still says, beautiful suit becomes glamorous gown, as you can see there. And let's take a close-up of them there. So she has, the African American doll has the Didi face, or the Spanish face, or what have you, whatever you want to call it there. And of course the Caucasian has just the superstar face there, looking very 80s with her eyeshadow. Yeah, that movie purpley bluey eyeshadow and blue eyeliner. And of course there's the suit there, that pink suit. A little fashion history actually, when we're talking about power dressing. Now, women entered the workforce in droves in the 1970s. It was a big phenomenon. I can't even say that word now. So there were a lot of, fashion started to accommodate that. At first there was this very famous book that came out at that time in 1977, I think, called Dress for Success by John T. Malloy. And that advocated that women dress like men, essentially, just with, a feminine blouse or a floppy ribbon bow tie at the neck, or a pussycat bow blouse. But essentially, she should dress like a man to get ahead. While the 80s progressed, women started entering the executive suite and becoming executives and getting more positions of power. Hence, there was a second wave of power dressing. And that was led by this wonderful American designer called Donna Karan. Donna Karan worked for decades at Anne Klein, which was itself a great source for American workwear, or for what women should wear to the office back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and I think it's still around today, but in a more limited form there. But she started her own label in 1985 and made power dressing a bit more feminine. Used feminine curves, feminine colours. You'll see some of her work here from Vogue Patterns, and I used to work a bit with Vogue Patterns there, so I've got this story on her that I think came out in 1987. But she also was a pioneer for that sort of second wave of power dressing. So was Barbie, and Barbie, was produced in 1984, so she was a bit of a trailblazer there. As you can see, the suit's very Barbie. It's very pink, very feminine, and I'll show you some other varieties of suits that were around back then. You can see the big padded shoulders. There was even one in pink I found. The model is Julie Anderson. I did meet her once. She was lovely. But yeah, so you can see that she looks very Elle Woods today, if you remember that movie, with Reese Witherspoon. But it's very Barbie, but it still reflects the time there. And of course there was a day to night element, which Donna Karan also featured in a lot of her clothes, and a lot of the fashion labels that concentrated on workwear always had a day to night element in the 80s. So that was a big thing. Women did not have time to go home and change into a ball gown or an evening dress, so they would quickly change their outfit that they wore in the office to something at night. Now, Barbie also had commuter sets in the late 50s and early 60s, 1959, early 60s, which did the same thing. She essentially had a silky, satiny camisole that she could switch that check shirt to when she's going out at night, and switch her jewelry. So that was a huge idea in the 80s as well. That came back because women were in the workforce, they didn't have time to change to go out at night. So Barbie would change from that wonderful slick tailored suit to that reversible skirt, and it would turn into a cocktail dress, I guess, there. And you can see the African American version. Now, let's have a look at the rest of the box there. Let's have a look at the back. And here are the backs of those boxes there. You can see the Caucasian and the African American version. It's pretty much the same, isn't it? It's just with the different dolls. I have the African American version of Ken as well. I should show him in the office later. I deboxed him ages ago. Got it from a really good deal, but so I'll show him a little later in the office when I take some video of that there. I still haven't got the Caucasian Ken. I might get him just to complete the set, but let's have a look what those boxes say. Looking great at the office or on the town. And they both say that, and they both have the day suits or the day versions of their outfits there in the inset. And then you've got the contents. I won't go through that, you can read that yourself. And Mattel Incorporated in 1984. So they were produced in 1984 and they were on sale in 1985, but I will always dispute this, and I know people will disagree with me. I just remember back in the day, even with Fabulous Fur, she was dated 1983. I got her late 1983 because I was treating myself to my first big, after my first big paycheck for my first big acting job when I was a child actor. And it was November 1983, December 1983 I got her, and I'm sure I got these for Christmas 1984, but could be wrong. I'm an old guy now, memory could be playing me, it could have been 1985, but I was turning 15 then, and I don't remember playing with dolls when I was 15. I remember I progressed onto fashion magazines, I was collecting those, so it would be kind of odd to get her. Maybe I did just because I was fascinated by the fashion aspect of her, but yeah, I think it's late 1984, but anyway, who cares, These aren't the original dolls, by the way, from my childhood. Probably sounds like they were, they're not. Those dolls are long gone. These I replaced. I bought them recently, a couple of months ago. I think I left them in their boxes. You probably saw them on my Instagram page, Fashion Doll Dreamer, it's called, where they're in the box on my shelves there. But she does come with a lot of accessories, and maybe we will read that. So you've got the doll, suit, jacket, bodysuit, reversible skirt, hat, scarf, 2 pairs of shoes. I love the Chanel pair of shoes there, or as my friend Jason would say, Chanel-y pairs of shoes there with the pink toe cap. And then she's got, like, you know, attaché case, of course, which you need, shoulder bag, jewelry, play calculator, labels, brush, comb, and these package cutouts, Barbie business card, child's size business card, 2 play magazines, newspapers, credit card for Barbie. Of course, she needs her credit card there to make those fabulous purchases. And so, yeah, so that's the back of the box there. I'll quickly show you the sides of the box. Now, I absolutely love these 2 boxes together just like this. Maybe I should just show them on the shelf just like this, you know, just like some books, some bound books, because I love the photos here on the side. You can see her with the hat. And then she's taking out the things from the business card, from the attaché case, I should say. Taking out all her goodies from there. And there she is out in the town, ready to go to the office. Love that little shoulder bag too. I forgot about that. Actually, because it's been so long since I've opened her up, I mean, this will be a voyage of discovery for me, and hopefully, you know, bring back some memories, because I kind of remember deboxing her when I was a kid, but not so much because, you know, it was towards the end of my play period with Barbie. I started around 1976, 77 with Barbie, and, you know, went on until about 1984, 85. And yeah, I don't think I got her to play with her so much. I think I just got her because she looked so 80s, you know. And I was totally into magazines back then, that sort of thing. Let's see if I can do this without no. Okay, that's the other side. It just has the Day to Night Barbie logo there. Okay, so are we ready to debox one of them? Let's do it. Now, I think she might have been opened before, because the baggie was already open and those things were loose in there, so I was right. The top part of the box was still glued down, but it looked like there was some sticky tape there, so it looks like she was opened already. So which I thought so when I bought her, because I did ask the seller and she said, yeah, she probably was open. So I got her at a huge discount, because this doll goes for quite a bit now. You know, it was so iconic that they had the repro, as I said. I saw her on Amazon for $500. I thought that was a bit insane, and that was just the repro. So I did get this one at a huge discount, and I thought, well, you know, the box isn't perfect, probably open, so I will debox her and, you know, use it for the video there. So her shoes were loose. So was that baggie, which still has the stickers intact though, and it also has the frame with the calculator and the shoulder strap bag. And I do remember the shoulder strap came separately there, that you had to attach. I will open the other ones, you know, the attaché case and the hat, because that plastic's yellowed. You know, so the box isn't perfect. So, you know, she's perfect, example to debox, I guess. You know, because she's still perfect. Look at her. She's really beautiful. I'm sorry for the glare, but, you know, there we go. Yeah, she's still perfect. And let's have a look at that. You know, it's just like a felt, and then that collar is just stitched on, and it's just raw edge finish. And you have a beautiful scarf tied so beautifully there. Oh, I actually don't want to take that off, but, you know, I might put her in the day tonight, but I might leave her in that suit, because that scarf looks beautiful. Let's have a look there. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Just the way that's gathered there. Oh yeah, beautiful. Her face is gorgeous, of course. I wasn't a huge fan of the superstar face that much. You know, I love the Teen T face. Ballerina Barbie was my favorite, and so was we had a doll that was based on Malibu PJ, but she was a Barbie, and she was brunette, and she was available in Australia and Europe and Canada. I loved her too. So I was never a big fan of the Superstar face, but I love it now because it's emblematic of its time. You know, I mean, that look was everywhere. You know, the smiley, snub nose, blonde hair, blue eyes. A lot of models of the day like Christy Brinkley, Cheryl Tiegs, Kelly Emberg, they all look like that. So yeah, oh, there's those fabulous Chanel pumps. Hi, Jason. Yeah, I love them. I remember just being so thrilled when I saw them because in the early 80s, Karl Lagerfeld started at Chanel, and I started reading magazines then. It was very exciting what he was doing, and it just reminded me so much of that, what he was doing, those pumps there, because he would change the colors. They weren't so classic anymore. They weren't the beige and black anymore, or the ivory and black. They were, you know, he's doing so many wonderful things in the 80s there with Chanel, so it reminded me of that. And that hat is so designing women, I always thought, later on. Yeah, I mean, it's very Barbie, but hey. There she is in her box. Okay, yeah, let's open up the attaché case and see the rest. And look what else I found in the box that was hiding there. You got the Barbie World of Fashion booklet, the instruction manual there. Let's have a look at that. I always love the illustrations from these. Those key lines are fabulous. That artist really needs to be commended. I remember when I was a kid, I loved these booklets too for that. Oh, and there's a, yes, I really want to be a Barbie fan club member and receive the Barbie magazine 4 times a year. Yeah, do you think if I send it in now, they'll still give it to me? I don't know. Now, I thought these were missing, and I thought, oh, the box has been opened, they've taken them. But no, they were hiding in the booklet there. So you've got, you know, my business card, or, you know, Barbie International. Got her newspaper. I always laughed at the newspaper because it was so small, you know, in terms of scale to Barbie. Even the magazines were quite small there. You know, they could have been a bit bigger. I got exactly the same newspaper and magazines for Ken, for my African American Ken, and you can see the, let me try to, yeah, there we go. Focus, yep. Okay, yeah, you can see the Barbie credit cards there too, which are quite big. So everything's like totally wrong scale, but anyway, who cares? I love that little newspaper. Newspapers look so good. I used to use them in fashion shoots all the time back in the day. You know, with like all my business wear shoots, or when we used to do, you know, office wear shoots and that sort of thing. But I just wish it was a little larger. Same with the magazines, and I wish those credit cards were a little smaller because they're quite big there. But anyway. And I think we've seen the Barbie World of Fashion booklet a million times over in my videos. I'll do a quick squiz of that too. Let's have a look at this. Remove her jacket, her scarf, and her shoes. And flip over and see what happens. Yes, remove her skirt. Turn inside out and replace. Tie on scarf for night around her waist. Style her hair with the comb and brush you got there. Apply the labels and pop out those little credit cards, magazines, and newspapers. Pop them in the attaché case and she's ready to go. Yeah, let's have a quick look, I guess, at the booklet, because I love the booklets. Okay. Now, this one was a little dog-eared, but that's okay. I've got this booklet 50 times over, because I love, as long-term viewers of my channel and my Instagram page probably know, I always collect Superstar era and early 80s in the box if I can, so I've got lots of these. But you know, again, they're great memories because I used to drool over these booklets. Remember, this was way before, this was way before the internet, where you could just, you know, Google whatever you needed to see. So we really relied on these booklets, especially here in Australia, because, you know, we didn't always get the entire collection of Barbie, unless you went to Myer, big city department store, kind of like your Macy's in the States, used to be. Yeah, they had a huge toy department. They had a Barbie Avenue. It was like this big pink castle, kind of FAO Schwartz. They would have everything, but that would be a big trip into the city there to get her. The local mom and pops didn't have the full range. I usually edit this and, you know, show that I'm not here. I'm just gonna like turn it around and show you. Amateur hour, I know, but hey, whatever. Love those little packs there. I had Dallas, the horse there. Never had Angel Face. I want to get her now. Just because the nostalgic aspects there. Why am I focusing? Yep, Sun Gold Malibu PJ I've got. Sweet Roses PJ, that's her there. That was the last doll I ever got as a kid. Went to the city just to get her. Always wanted a PJ doll. I finally got her, and she was the last doll I got back then in the 80s. I remember she smelled really nice. She did smell of roses, not that synthetic sort of rose smell. Had a lot of those fashions. Had that swimsuit. Really loved it, I remember. So simple, but loved it. Great Shapes. You probably, please watch my video on the Great Shape gang. Got them. And the Workout Center. I don't have the Barbie Day to Night Office. The reason for that, I like it, but I prefer the 1985 Arco office that they released because, you know, it came with a diorama of the New York City skyline. It was a bit more detailed, a bit more officey. Still pink, so Barbie's gonna look fabulous in it. Just gonna match it. But yeah, I don't know. The prices for the Day to Night Office these days, if you want it perfect, intact in the box, goes for $1 gazillion. I mean, I might as well rent out an office in New York City for the price. But yeah, so I don't have that. Love the Workout Center for some reason. Don't know why. Have that, but Day to Night Office don't really need because I like my Arco office there, and that, you know, that's the usual stuff that comes in the booklet there. Barbie, buy that limited time offer. Buy 2 genuine Barbie fashions, get 1 free by mail from Mattel. Which dolls did you have there? I never had Crystal. She was a bit after my time. Oh, everything's falling. Yeah. I mean, even though she came out at the same time as Day Night Barbie, not interested in her. Big poofy gown. I remember loving that tuxedo look. I had that. A lot of people think it's weird today, but that was very much of its time. 1980s, early 80s, that tuxedo look was everywhere. I mean, I'm not talking about the classic Saint Laurent look from the 60s and 70s. People say, oh, no, it's been around forever. Early 80s, they were doing all these wonderful new, fresh renditions of it. You know, sleeveless, all that. You can even see it in Flashdance, where Jennifer Beals takes off her tuxedo jacket, and she's got a halter neck, just like Barbie there, but with some fabulous French cuffs that were just used as bracelets. And I wish they put that with this outfit. That would have been amazing. I always loved that zebra one too. Never had that. Had that bow-tied dress with the belt. Had that. I thought that was gorgeous for Day to Night Barbie, so I got her another office look there. And so yeah, there's a quick squeeze of the booklet. There we go. Okay, let's take Barbie out of her, free her from her backing, I should say. And for those who are interested, that's the back of the box with the twist ties. So just 2 twist ties, and you know, just her feet through that little cardboard hole there. So very simple attachment to the box there. Now this is interesting because they actually popped that twist tie under her jacket, not to ruin the line of her jacket. I thought that was quite thoughtful actually, because I thought, where's the twist tie? It didn't see it. So they didn't put it over the jacket, so you know, it didn't ruin that line. It didn't sort of like crease the jacket so much there. I'm such a klutz when it's one hand. But yeah, that was very thoughtful. Just to show you there. Oh, can you see it? Yeah. Now, of course, this is why I like deboxing the dolls, because this is what happens to their hair over time. As you can see, I'll probably, yeah, there we go. Yeah, of course, the rubber band melts away or disintegrates, and that's what you have there. She's got box hair as well. She has that little cello just attached there. So I'm going to wash that out. She doesn't have to be in a perfect set. I mean, I can set hair anyway. That's one of my talents, so that's fine. I mean, rather than have that hideous, yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, see that. So I'll wash that out in the future. Yep, and there's the skirt. There's the back. I forgot about the shoes. They don't fit, of course. Those really skinny pumps never did. So yeah. Yeah, so I will do something about that too. I don't know what. Maybe tape them to her feet or whatever. But I'm missing one of them. I don't know where they've gone, but I'll find it. And here's Day to Night Barbie, freed from her box, starting her first day at Glitz Inc., which was the name that my friend Dean Reen, who also has a YouTube channel, check that out. Dean and I gave to the Arco office playset from 1985. It's kind of like Barbie's fashion and beauty company. She's there with African-American Day to Night Ken, as you can see. He's in his original suit as well, his daytime look. And you can see I got a hat on her head, which was a bit of a struggle because her head's so big, so's her hair, which is kind of 80s as well, huh? Yeah, we all loved our big hair there, so I managed to get that on her head at a rakish angle, of course, which is very 80s. You can also see that I've gotten the handbag or the shoulder bag there. I assembled that. She's got her attaché case. I also managed to get the shoes on okay. Not perfect, but I did blast them with a hairdryer for a few seconds and then fit them onto her feet really quickly, and they molded onto her feet, so that's a good way to get them on, which is a good tip for you because those shoes are very stiff with age and very small and hard to get on. So yeah, there she is in her daytime look. I might change her into the evening look for Instagram, take some photos there later on. But for the moment, I do like her in this outfit in the office there. Doesn't she look great? I love the office too, the matching pink furniture. Really goes with her. Looks like it was also designed with her in mind, even though you can see the actual box has just the mini mods there, all the Lindsays, whatever you want to call them, the clone dolls. But yeah, it looks great with Day to Night Barbie there. So thanks for taking this trip with me back to the power dressing 1980s with Day to Night Barbie from 1984 and Day to Night Ken. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.